Hello everyone, Mimir here. So the season server has begun and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who are lost as to what to do and what's worth and how to do it fast and stuff like that. At least it took me quite a while to kind of figure most of them out. So in this video I'll try to explain the season character in a way that I would like to see before I know nothing about it right after the patch hit. So first off, for the NA and EU people, go ahead and redeem this code here on the screen. It's valid till the 1st of July, so you gotta be quick. I'm not sure if it'll work on other regions and console versions, or if you have to pre-register a season character to get it, but just try it anyways. If it works, it works. Now, what is a season character and what's the difference between a season and a normal character? Well, a season character is basically a long-term event idea designed for new players to be able to learn the game while accelerate their progress to catch up with the average player base, without also boosting the old players too much in the process. Season character cannot wear normal combat gear. It can access a special reward tab called the Summer Season Challenge. It can access the season server and you can only make one of them. That's about all the difference in summary. You can't wear normal gear, and that is pretty much anything you can buy on the market, but you can still wear anything you get from quests if you have them on other characters. The season channels has combat EXP 100% and skill EXP 20% buff 24/7. You can't flag up or GVG, which essentially turns the game into a PvE game. And most importantly, you're here because mobs will drop Tuvala ores, time-filled blackstones, and refined magical blackstones. The season challenge can only be accessed on the season character, so for example, you can't try to complete the Kill Kazaka requirement on the other character and then receive the reward on the season character. The season lasts for a total of 3 months, so on NA the starting date is 17th of June. Which means the season is expected to end at around 9th of September. We're not sure if it's going to be extended or shortened since the starting date has been delayed, so that's just a general expected date. This is important to know because there is a daily quest that gives you quite a bit of stuff. And more importantly, after you've done 40 of these dailies, at the end of the season you'll be eligible to receive a Velk 100 stack along with either a Pen Kaposha ring or earring of your choice, which is equivalent to Tet Crescent ring or a Tet Narc earring. You have 90 days to complete 40 dailies, so it's pretty forgiving. After the 40 dailies, you can still keep doing the dailies and the rewards are actually pretty nice, so you should still be doing as much of them as possible. Other than the dailies, there is a weekly, which requires you to kill X amount of certain mob. The reward is choosing between a lot of Tuvala ore, time-filled blackstone, or refined magical blackstone. This will be a must do as well because you will need a lot of them later. So is it worth for? Yes, it is worth for both new and old players to do this. For new players, you're pretty much guided to progress the account in the fastest way possible, while getting a ton of extra gears and resources. For old players, you'll be able to speed this through many times faster than the new players and still get all the rewards. There are too many rewards to list, so I'm just gonna give the general gist of what you're gonna get after you've done most of the things. You're gonna get a lot, and I mean a lot, of advice of Velks ranging from plus 15 to plus 100, at least 10 plus 40s, about 3 plus 50s, 1 plus 80s, and the plus 100 at the end of the season. And I haven't done everything yet, so there should be more coming. You also get at least 1 pen attempts worth of cronstones, at least around 200 mil worth of gold bars, pets, inventory slots, a lot of loot scrolls, etc. And of course a Pen Kaposha ring that worth about 5 to 6 billion and a soft cap gear that is generally worth around 2 billion. Except you can't sell those 2 gears for silver, but that means you can worry about 2 less gear slots, so in a way you're still getting the value. If you're able to spend some money on the game, the Season Black Spirit Pass is also worth to buy. It is 22 USD and you get around 80 USD worth of Pearl Shop items plus in-game resources like gold bars and advice of Velks, etc. So it's definitely worth. Now let's talk about how to complete the season character as fast as possible. If you know what you're doing, you can complete everything in just one day. Of course, you'll need to be an old player to have the resource to do that. First, get a horse. You'll be traveling a lot, so give the best horse that you can get your hands on for your season character. However, T9 horses are not allowed. Don't ask me why, it just is. Now go ahead and do the Black Spirit quest until you reach level 10, which is when you can buy your season pass. Next, get into a Mirumok Group with 4 EXP buff and leech your way to level 60. This should take you around 3 hours if you didn't miss any EXP buff. After that, do all the Karma EXP quests to get yourself to level 61. Remember to equip Chenga Tomb to receive extra EXP from quests. There should be many videos on how to get Chenga Tomb and the Karma EXP questline. If you have the Chenga Tomb on another character already, you can just give that to your season character. This should take you around 1 to 2 hours going from 60 to 61. And after that, open the leveling aid box that you get from the season challenge tab and you can start your first Tuvala gear enchanting. I'll talk about gear enchanting in more details later. You'll be able to open more boxes every time you finish exploring a new region from the main quest. So smash through the Black Spirit quest until the end of Valencia Part 1 and enchant your gear every time you are able to open new boxes. At this point, you're pretty much done except for finishing off the season challenge and doing the dailies mentioned above. This is pretty much what I ended up doing as an old player. As for new players, most likely you're not gonna get a Mirumok Legion group, so you should just start doing the main quest straight away and just grind some mobs that's around your level as you go. The recommended level of mobs are shown on the map. And if you're ever lost in the main quest, right on the bottom of your mini-map, there should be a quest that has a Black Spirit icon on it. Click the arrow and it will tell you where to accept or hand in the quest. One particular area to be aware though is at the bandit. When you reach the bandit area for your main quest, you should press O. At the bottom of the recruiting tab, there should be a list of season quests. Choose the bandit one because you need to kill bandit for your main quests, season challenge, as well as the weekly quest. You should also accept all the quests on the NPC that you get the weekly quest from, because they all require you to just kill bandits. After that, you can choose whichever weekly quest you like. Okay, now for the Tuvala gear and how to enchant them, or at least this is how I ended up going about enchanting these things. First of all, you will receive a pen Tuvala ring in your normal challenge tab when you reach level 60, and a pen Tuvala earring at level 61. So do not ever rush these two accessories. Also, you will be getting some gear from the quest which would probably be better than your current Tuvala gear, because you simply don't get enough time fill stones at the start. If you realize you get some gear that has better AP or DP stat from the quest, just use that instead, until your Tuvala gear eventually surpass the quest gears. This enchanting order is more for the new players, so veteran players can probably skip this part. So, once you get your first chunk of time-filled blackstones after you complete the Bellonos main quest, you can exchange them for Tuvala ores at the Crow Merchant NPC near the stable of every city. However, if you do have enough Tuvala ores from the redeem code, don't exchange it. Only do this exchange if you really need to, because you do need a lot of time-filled blackstones later on. After you get the Tuvala ores, you can use those ores to exchange for Tuvala gear at the blacksmith of every town. Exchange enough for your main hand, offhand, and armor piece only, and get them as high as you can. Don't worry about awakening weapons since you can't wear them yet, and save all the refined magical blackstones for now. They do guarantee enchantment but will take 50 durability in the process, so it's not worth to use them yet. If you happen to have quest armor from your other characters, you can just use those and enchant the weapons only for now. After you finish the Serindia quest, exchange for the rest of the armor piece and get them to around +6 to 7, and then put the rest of the blackstones into the weapons again, and put more emphasis on your main hand. At this point, you should receive a lot of advice of Valks. I suggest to use the plus 15 Velks at plus 13 to plus 14 and plus 14 to plus 15 enchantment, and just hit anything below plus 13 without fail stacks because they are actually not hard to enchant. After you've done Calpheon, you should have both of your main hand and offhand to plus 15. Exchange any missing accessory slot with a base Tuvala accessory and the rest on the armor. At the end of Medaya, you should grind until 56 and do your awakening quest. After that, pour all of your black stones into the awakening weapon until it is at pry, and also pry the other 2 weapons. If you think you're lucky enough, you can just make them into try here. From duel to try is where you want to use the refined magical blackstone. If you have leftovers, put them into whichever armor slot that is the weakest. After you finish with the Valencia, you should make all of your weapons to try if you haven't yet, and pour the rest of the blackstones into your armors. If you want, you can start going for pry or dual accessories here. At this point, you should already learn enough about the game to decide how you want to enchant your gear further. If you continue to do the main story quests, you will get some extra Tuvala ores, but it's not worth the time doing further main quests for the extra rewards, unless you are a new player, which means you will still need to do all of the main quests sooner or later, so just push as far as you can if that's the case. Now you can convert one of the Tuvala gear into a real gear that can't be sold on the marketplace. For example, a pen armor or a weapon will be converted into a Tet boss armor or weapon, and a pen accessory will be converted into a tri accessory. Currently in NA, only the armor and the weapon piece has been confirmed to be in the exchange list. However, from what I've researched, the career patch allows you to convert accessory as well. Therefore, I think we will also receive the accessory exchange. So obviously you should pick the most expensive piece to enchant for pen first, so you don't have to worry about that piece for a long time. And that piece would be the necklace, sitting at around 3 billion according to the current NA market price. If you didn't get a pen Tuvala neck, don't worry, the second most expensive is the armor, which is at around 2.2 billion. Armor should be easier to reach to pen compared to accessories. One thing to note here is from what I've researched, you can enhance the exchange boss armor to pen, put 10 levels of Caphras into it and use that to do the Dead God armor quest. And if you somehow ended up not getting the armor as well, then still don't worry, the third most expensive is the earring, sitting at around 1.9 billion. Everyone automatically gets a pen Tuvala earring after reaching level 61, so at the very least you'll get this one. A few more things to note. First is that if you happen to accidentally open the Tuvala weapon box on another character because you are enchanting, you can always use heating to turn it back to the original amount of Tuvala ore. And for the equipping a Pride gear challenge in the summer challenge tab, if you use a dual enchantment gear, it doesn't seem to work. But tri enchantment works for some reason. At least that's what happened to me. Alright, that's about all the things that I can think of at the moment that is worth mentioning for the season character. If you follow this guide thing that I made, you should be able to get all the important reward for season character. Most likely I'm gonna miss out some information or didn't explain something clear enough, so feel free to comment down below. Either me or someone else on the other side of the internet cable will answer that. Hopefully, eventually. I'll try my best. I know this video is about a week late, but that's the fastest time I can pump out this video since I have other schedules. I am working on improving my editing skills and hopefully I can get them out faster in the future. Anyways, that's it for today. Subscribe if you like it, good luck on the enchantments, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.